Hi again. So I want to do the 50 random facts tag. I probably only get time to do half of it today because it's about 6 o'clock and it's already getting dark outside. So I'll get started. I've written down a few notes. Okay, number 1. I grew up in the country and we had chickens and sheep and deer, cats, dogs, everything really. But we weren't selling them for meat or anything. They were more like pets, I guess, even though we had a lot of them. Yeah. Number 2, when I was younger, I used to run away a lot, and, well, it was always actually me and my dog used to run away a lot. And there was a little river a few miles away from my house that we used to go to, and, we had like a little hut there and trees, and, used to hang out there all day. And one day I used to always wear this this emerald crystal necklace, and it fell off and it got lost somewhere between the trees and I never saw it again. Number 3, when I was, well, actually on my 5th birthday, I broke my right arm, and so when I finally started school I used to get bullied for that a lot. And then, I'll actually show it to you. I don't know if you can see it, but that there, that big old scar. And pretty much for the rest of my schooling life I was bullied for numerous things. Number 4, I have freckles on my left leg I have 5 freckles on my left leg that are exactly the same as a star constellation that I used to be able to see where I lived in the country. I guess because the sky was really clear and everything as opposed to here in the city. And yeah, it's very similar, but I'm not sure what constellation it is. Number 5, art was my favourite subject in school, and sorry, someone's running past. And I was really, really bad at sport. And it wasn't that I wasn't, like, I couldn't do it. It was more just, like, team sport I wasn't very good at. I didn't like the pressure of people relying on me to, like, do well, you know. And then if you don't, you let the whole team down, and it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun at all. But, yeah, art, and I used to do well at that and some things. Number 6, my favourite colour is green. Number 7, I was born at 5:5 on the 5th of the 5th, 1989. So 5 is my favourite number, and I think my lucky number too. Number 8, when my mum was a child, her great-grandmother read her tea leaves. You know, when you drink a cup of tea and then someone looks at the tea leaves. And I don't really believe in that stuff, but apparently her great-grandmother saw a 5 in the tea leaves, and she said that that would be significant for my mum, and yeah, who knows. Number 9, I left my hometown and moved up to Auckland as soon as I finished high school, and I haven't been back to my hometown in many years and don't plan on going back. Number 10, my favourite thing to do, or one of my favourite things to do, is just to watch movies and play video games and eat junk food and nice drinks and just kind of relax at home instead of going out. Yeah. Number 11, I love rain and storms and being out in the rain, running in the rain, and I don't know what it is about it, but I don't know. I really like it. 12, when I was little, I used to want to be either a vet or an astronaut. Actually, I wanted to also be a president of the United States, not even the country I was born in. But mostly it was an astronaut, and I still love the stars, and I wish that I was smart enough to have been an astronaut, but there's still time. 13. Have I done 12? Yeah, I've done 12. I am really terribly awkward socially, and pretty much most of the people that know me have no idea how hard and stressful and tiring I find it to be around other people. Sometimes even things like going to the supermarket or checking my emails or checking my phone, I just can't do it. And other times I'll be fine, but a lot of people that know me don't have any idea about that. So yeah. Let's see. Okay, 14. There used to be a willow tree that grew in the very middle of the farm that I used to live in when I was like a teenager. We lived in a farm when I was a kid, and then we moved even further out when I was a teenager, and I used to go there every day and visit it with my dog and sing songs there, and I don't know, I was really attached to that tree, and I still think about it and wonder if it's still there. 15. This is such a random one. I've been sitting in the car like just thinking of random things, and this came to my mind. I love lemons, lemon cake, lemon biscuits, lemon water, lemonade, you name it, I like it. It's got lemons in it. 16. I've had insomnia since I was a kid. I used to lie in bed pretty much every single night, and I'd have to pretend that I was asleep so I wouldn't get in trouble, but really I'd just lie there all night long, and I couldn't go to sleep, and it used to be pretty horrible. And I remember, because we lived out in the country, the roads were pretty quiet, but every now and again, like twice a night, a car would drive past, and all you'd see was the lights like far away lighting up the trees, and I used to like just look out my window and just wait for that, I guess, and wonder who was driving so late at night and where they were going. And I don't know, I guess it was nice to know that somebody else was awake. I don't know what I'm up to. Am I up to 17? Yeah, okay, 17. I love baking and cooking and gardening and all those little kind of things, and I wish that I had more time to do it. 18. Somebody walking past. Cool, okay. By the way, the reason I'm like not sure how many I've done is I've written them kind of like little notes down, and then I've like scribbled some out, and now my numbering's all wrong, so I think I'm on 17. Did I just do 17? Okay, I must be on 18, right, 18. So, let's see, okay. Sorry, just a motorbike going past. One day I think I will probably end up being a recluse, and just living by myself out in the woods, and that is kind of what I want, at least a cabin out in the woods, preferably in a really nice forest by a beach or something by the sea. Okay, 19. I've been a vegetarian for about 5 years. 20. I don't even know what I've written down here. Oh, last year I pretty much spent the whole year getting up at 4 AM every morning. Yeah, okay. 21. I really love running, going for runs, and just hardly ever do it. But I love the feeling of running and playing my music and getting away from things for a while. Oh, I don't even remember what one I've just done. I think I'm on 21. Okay. My favourite smell is the smell of the air at night. Especially where I used to live, in the second farm, we had a orange orchard, and I don't know, it would just be the smell of like the fruit in the night air and the grasses and the mountains around there. It was like a smell I can't even describe. Something like really just, I don't know, but it was definitely my favourite smell, just that night air. I also like the smell of vanilla too. Okay, 22. I've definitely skipped one, haven't I? Must be on 21. Okay. My favourite place in the world is probably the river I used to live by. That I spent like my whole life living by and swimming in and walking to. But also there's this private beach on the east coast of New Zealand, and it's just this beautiful white sandy beach with all these overhanging trees along it, and it's separated by hills, and you've got to go on hikes to get there, so it ends up being really private and secluded, and it's really, really beautiful. 22. My dog Georgie is my best friend, and she means the world to me. 23. My dad used to work in forestry, and this meant that he'd bring home abandoned animals, ones that, you know, if there'd been hunters in the forest and they'd killed their parents or their mother, I don't know. If they got separated from their herd, he would bring them home, and I would get to look after them and make sure, you know, bottle feed them and keep them warm and everything, and I loved doing this, and that was actually how we got a lot of our animals. 24. I once had a lamb who was toilet trained. So sheep aren't too silly. People think they are, but they're not. She used to know that she had to go outside if she wanted to go to the toilet. She's very, very good at this. Very smart. 25. I really like making things. Just anything as well. Like if I was little and I used to want something and obviously didn't have the money to buy it, I'd always try and make it. I used to go out into the shed and I tried to make a dollhouse one time. It ended up just kind of being a box with 5 bits of wood really badly nailed together. But, or just anything, or if I wanted like a stuffed toy, I'd always like sew one together. And these days I make more like jewellery and clothes, but and I like fixing things as well, just anything. If someone's got like a broken TV or something, I really like to try and fix that, and just doing anything with my hands. Okay, so I must be up to 26. So last year I got a teaching degree, so this was on top of the science degree, and this year I'm not using it, which was kind of a spur of the moment decision. At the end of the day, I want to work with animals. I want to try and make things better for them in the world. I'm not really sure how to get to that position, but I thought about doing teaching because I do love working with kids and it would be a good steady income, but I guess it's just not, because it's not my dream or my passion really. I just didn't end up applying for any of those jobs this year, and I'm working at a business which is still definitely not my passion, but I guess I feel like it's more fair that I'm not teaching if it's not who I am, you know. Maybe a big mistake, but this is what I'm doing, but here I am. Anyway, moving on. I must be up to 27. I love a cup of tea after a long day, and come home, have a shower, get into bed with a cup of tea is what I like. 28. I quite like this TV show called Emmerdale. I think it's English, and I like it because it reminds me of my mum and my grandparents, because they like it really. I love windmills and weather houses, and that's because I used to spend a lot of time at my grandparents' house when I was little, and they used to have this shelf up high, and it had like these little windmills, and this weather house. And you know, a weather house, it's kind of like made out of wood. It's quite small. And when the weather changes, a different person will come out of the doors. And like these little houses up there, these little ornaments used to be so magical to me from like when I was little. And yeah, I just remember the ornaments up there. And my grandparents, I loved their lounge. They had this cabinet with these little trinkets in it. They used to keep some of their shells there, and I think that's why I love my shell collection. And they used to have this little wooden bear ornament. And I don't know, there was just something really magical about that lounge. And they used to have these long red velvet curtains as well. I don't know, I loved being there. And they had a big piano as well. Actually, my other grandmother had a piano. But anyway, blah blah blah. Okay, 30. 30, why am I was only meant to do half. Okay, this will be my last one. 30. When I was 13, I lived in Australia, in Melbourne. This was because my mum was not very well and she was having treatment. And she's fine now, but that place is really special to me. And yeah. So yeah, I guess I'll leave it there, but I'll do the rest another day when it's not so dark out. I don't even know how this recording will come out, but hopefully it's not too dark. And hopefully I will film again really soon. This was the first day off I've had in a little while. And it just went so fast. Plus I slept in this morning, which really makes the day go even faster than it should, doesn't it? So yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that something was interesting. Yeah. And have a really good day. See ya.